Another full disclosure moment. Next up is Some Like It Hot. I do not. I don't know why I'm doing this the entire time. I'm having a Pulp Fiction moment. There's not a prize other than personal self-satisfaction that we are all getting this thing done. Also a terrific option. You do you. Tend to latch onto a word and roll with it. That's why you come here for the content, because you get stuff you can't get from an Instagram post. See what I did there? Hi everybody, it's Audrey and welcome back to Chapter and Converse and welcome to round 5 of Booktrovert Bingo. How many of you thought I wasn't gonna get it done? Did I think I wasn't gonna get it done? Did I also, once again, totally not double check and just assume the season started on the 21st? Yes, but it's okay, because here we are. The beauty of Booktrovert Bingo is you can jump in at any point. We have 95 days if you were here on day 1, / we're here on day 1, because this is definitely going up after day 1. But you know the drill. All in good fun, something to guide our reading. A lot of you guys had mentioned that you would love a summertime one, more time to hang out and read. You've got the time block, and who doesn't love to read in all the seasons of the year? So here we are. Full disclosure, / asterisk, / caveat, / all the things that I always do. I am a firm believer that summer is Memorial Day until Labor Day. I know it's not, but that's where my brain is. So I have a little bit of an issue feeling summery in September, but we are rolling with it. I am not a summer baby. I am not a summertime kind of gal. So I had quite the fun time trying to come up with some prompts. I feel like you will feel me bleeding through in these, and I don't know. Hopefully it's all in good fun. Hopefully you guys can like put books to the prompts and we're just gonna dive on into it. So, gonna shimmy. I did, okay. It was making noise. I did put up a community tab post to direct you guys to my Instagram because I did put something there first. Another full disclosure moment. I am feverishly working on writing. I basically like eat, sleep, work, write. And then some other things come in there. So I will fully admit that I'm a little bit slower on the uptake here on YouTube these days. My voice is cracking. You will find content over there. If it's something that I think could relate to both, I will definitely point you guys in the direction as I did for the announcement for Booktrovert Bingo. But just so you guys know, if you're not already over there, happy to have you here. I will continue to post some updates if there's anything that I think you guys might be interested in happening over there. I still intend to post at least once a week over here. Okay, let's get into bingo. So I did not come up with a subtitle, but I feel like summertime fun. I originally, because of course, was thinking Cruel Summer because like everybody else, that Taylor Swift song is totally in my head, as is the Bananarama song, anytime summertime comes. But I didn't want this to seem like it was like a cruel kind of activity. Summertime fun, there's a beach ball. You can tell, here we go. Okay, prompt number 1 is beach read. In my book, a beach read is any book you want to read on the beach, but if we're gonna get technical, summery, beachy, anything you can binge, anything that's calling to you, your version of what a beach read is. I'm the person who likes to read the dark and messed up all year round. I don't really always do seasonal readings. It can have to do with the beach, it doesn't have to do with the beach. You want to really knock it out of the ballpark, read Beach Read by Emily Henry and really be literal about this one. Okay, the longest day since June 20th is the longest day of the year, and now I can start to get sad that it's not going to be light out later. I'm thinking a book with a whole lot of pages. It could be the longest book on your TBR. It could just be a chunker of a book. It could be a book you've owned for a really, really long time. Longest day / best day, because all the daylight. Okay, next up is Meet Your Heroes. So this is a book by your favorite author. If you watched my Thriller Fest recap video, you heard me talk a lot about meeting my heroes, and I think it's absolutely fantastic when it works out well. Nobody wants to be disappointed by a hero. So read a book by your favorite author. Next up is Cover Up. Some of these prompts will be pulled from past ones, but in the case of Cover Up, I'm thinking about like a swimsuit cover up also. See what I did there? So this is reading a book because you love the cover. Maybe you bought it because of the cover. Maybe you just love it and you're like totally down with the book as well. Any version of your version of a beautiful cover. Cover Up. Or, now that I sit here and think of this, because this is what always happens when I sit here and think of this, maybe there's a beautiful naked cover that's covered up. There you go. There you go. That's why you come here for the content, because you get stuff you can't get from an Instagram post. Okay. Next prompt is something old. If anyone has picked up on this yet, you'll see the backwards diagonal. This is something old, something new, something borrowed, red, white, and blue. I did that on purpose, obviously. So something old, anything that's a backlist. I am going to say anything pre-2024, or it could be any, well, yeah, that would make sense. No, yeah, anything pre-2024. Anything that didn't come out in this proper calendar year. Backlist book. My brain is fried. The Dark Side. My Happy Place. Your version of Dark and Messed Up. Not everybody gets down with my version of it, which I'm totally fine with, obviously. So something dark to you. Maybe it's a book where darkness plays a factor in it. Maybe dark is in the title. Just make me happy and read something that you consider dark. My favorite. Okay, shop your shelf. This is any book you already own. My options are embarrassingly endless. Anything you already have. Wild card. This is another dual meaning book, dual meaning prompt. Wild card, you can read anything you want. Or if you are a baseball fan like I am, who was rooting very, very hard for her New York Mets in our Grimace era, as I film this, shrieking left, right, and center, we are fighting for our spot on the wild card, my friends. So again, a book about baseball. I'm always going to try and integrate some baseball into this board here. So any book you want to read, if there's baseball somehow involved in it, all the better. Or just like all the more fun. Not even all the better, all the more fun. Something new. This is a book that you just got, can be from any release, doesn't matter when, old, new, current, debut, whatever, or maybe it is a new release. I try and give you options. You know, I try and give you options because I need to have options. So that's something new. Okay, a cool down, because if you live in my part of the world, or our part of the world, or this part of the world, we're bracing for a heat wave, my friends. One of the reasons I am not a fan of summer is I don't like to be hot. You can tell I like to be in sweaters. So this is a book that we want to escape the heat with something that's going to cool you down. Maybe it's a book that's taking place in winter. Maybe it's a book that's just taking place in a cooler climate than where you are. I understand not everybody watching here is on the same summer schedule we are on. So as much as I'm going to keep talking about summer, and I probably should have said this at the beginning, I'm thinking like Audrey's summer, we're in the summertime here in New York. But anything that will cool you down to help you escape the heat. Okay, next up is Staycation. This is a book where the house plays an important part in the story. Yes, I'm thinking about Night Watching by Tracy Sierra, because I just read that a few months ago. Loved. Home Before Dark is great. Rebecca is great. Anything where the house, home life is a critical part of the story. I feel like this might be a little bit of a trickier one. Maybe, unless you are waiting to read Night Watching, in which case, boom. But I love anything house related. I love houses as characters. The Death of Mrs. Westaway is a great one too. So it doesn't have to be that they are isolated at the house the entire time. Also a terrific option. You do you. Okay, next up, a most anticipated book. So this is any book you can't wait to dive into. Again, doesn't have to be a new release, doesn't have to be a 2024 release. It could be anything you already own that you're super jazzed about and you're super excited to finally get to it. Most anticipated. And then our center square, as always, is read a book. It's a double freebie, kind of like the wild card. Anything you want can go there. And also, I probably also should have said this at the beginning. If you are new here and you are new to the Booktrovert Bingo challenge, you can use one book for one prompt, for 4 prompts, whatever you want to do. You can read 25 books, you can read 5 books. You obviously don't have to fill out the entire form. This is all meant to be good fun to guide you, but all prompts, you can use the same book for multiple prompts. I was going to say you can use multiple prompts for the same book. That also makes sense. Either way. Okay, moving on. Pool party. This is something I genuinely did enjoy as a kid. I enjoyed the summer when I was a child. I don't know where the shift went. It could have been once I started living in a city and summer was gross and you couldn't get to the pool and it became less fun to be out in the heat. I don't know, you couldn't really escape it, but I do love me a pool party. I am thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm reading my description and I 1000% did not update the prompt for pool party. It's from the last one. So pool party, this could be anything with like a pool on the cover. I'm thinking of Meet the Benedettos. Anything with a party was really what I was getting at here. If a pool and the party are part of it, sometimes you don't know that there's a pool party in the book till you start to read the book. So pool's on the cover, but generally a party setting. You tend to know if there's a party involved and party in the title. Party vibes, having a good time. And yeah, we're gonna fix. This is why I do this before it goes live. This is my check and balance here. Next prompt, Stars and Stripes. It's going to be the 4th of July in the US in a few weeks. Yay fun. A book that has stars on the cover, has stripes on the cover, maybe has stars or stripes in the title of the book, something with flags on the cover, that maybe there's a 4th of July theme to it. You got me. You got me on this one. Okay, this is where I did Cruel Summer. Again, didn't want to title it Cruel Summer because that felt like negative vibes, even though it's not. This is a book that's set in the summer. Any book set in summertime. The next prompt is something borrowed. This is anything you've borrowed from the library, from your friends, from your family, from a coworker, anybody. Anything that's borrowed. Anything you don't own, you're gonna read it and you're gonna give it back to wherever you got it from. Out of office. Hopefully many of us will have out of office days in the summer, taking a break, whether you're doing the staycation or you're actually going on a vacation. So this prompt is a book that takes place on vacation or is perhaps set in a place that you would love to vacation to. Lots of good summer books on vacations. I just read Every Time I Go on Vacation, Somebody Dies, which I absolutely loved. Haven't reviewed it here yet, but wait for it. And I also just picked up The Paris Widow by Kimberly Bell and would love to go back to Paris. So anything, you're on vacation or just a place you want to vacation to. Out of office. We're all getting out of office. Okay, another prompt that I stole from a previous one. That's not my name because I love a book written under a pen name. I finished the new Riley Sager book before this challenge started, so not a problem. I will find somebody else with a pen name and I will get it done. But anything written under a pen name. It could be 2 co-authors, it could be a single author. You know how it works. Okay. You heard it here. I'm expanding this one a little bit. So basically something I have recommended was the original prompt here, but let's be honest. Anything you've heard about on a podcast, on Instagram, on Bookstagram, whether it came from me or somebody else that you follow, you heard it here, there, anything that was recommended to you or that you took as a recommendation after seeing it, hearing it someplace else. Okay, we get to red, white, or blue. So any of the colors on the cover, all 3, I say bonus points. There's not a prize other than personal self-satisfaction that we are all getting this thing done. But red on the cover, white on the cover, or blue, or all, or 2 out of 3. Or you could read red, white, and royal blue. If again, you want those literal points, literal interpretation. I don't know what I'm doing here. And then you can go watch the movie too if you're really gonna be all in. I did not do a book to film prompt on this one. Just sidebar. Okay. School's out and in again. This is any kind of academia, whether it's dark, whether it's not, just something taking place in school, around school. I did out of school, but then since this does bleed into September, and we're gonna get into fall, which is my favorite season in the entire world, which you guys would know if you are here for a long time, anything book related. I love me some dark academia. I still have not fully recovered from my self-tanking of creating a TBR and not getting to the books, but I still have my eye on my, where are you, girl? For Your Own Good by Samantha Downing. It's my only one of hers I need to read. It's got a school setting. This could be my season. Knock on wood. Okay, next up is Some Like It Hot. I do not. I really love that song. Some Like It Hot. It is summertime. I am thinking again, something set in summer, something in a steamy situation, romance steam, but I'm thinking anything hot. Is there a book with volcanoes involved? I don't know. Books set in the desert could totally be fine. Books set in summer, I mean, everything's more than fine, but not just summertime hot, just locationally hot or emotionally hot. / physically hot. Works here. Fire, there could be fire related. Maybe it's a book with fire in it. Oh. There's a CJ Tudor book The Burning Girls. I'm like, what's it called? There's flame on the cover. Like The Burning Girls. So even if you wanted to do something like a word related to being hot. There you go. Or maybe the protagonist is hot. Smoking hot. Okay. Weather permitted. This is one of those things that I think comes up a lot in the summer, is events are planned, weather permitted, rescheduled because of the rain delay, whatever it is. Sometimes this is baseball related, but in this prompt idea, it is something where weather plays a part in the book. I'm thinking rainstorms, I am thinking tornadoes, I am thinking snowed in, anything where the weather is a factor. I am currently reading One Perfect Couple by Ruth Ware, which is a great weather book. Her book One by One also has a great weather situation that impacts the book. I don't know why I'm doing this the entire time. I don't know where I picked this motion up from. So anything where weather plays a part. And then last but not least is Soak Up the Sun. So a sunny cover, which to me is like summertime colors, bright, fun, hopefully what is being invoked by my bingo board of beach balls here. And anything that has a bright sunny cover. Maybe there is actual sunshine on the cover, also totally cool. Or a book that you've read while you're outside. Because even though we're all gonna, you know, lather up in our suntan lotion and hats and all of that stuff, says the pale girl in the room, the idea of reading outside is one of my favorite things to do. So a book that you've read while you're outside, literally soaking up the sun, is optional. Totally optional. So there you go. Okay. Messy and chaotic as always. That is what you come here to expect. But I'm very excited to do it. I 1000% had another moment where I was like, I'm just not going to get it done. And the last thing I wanted to do was post a note apologizing to you guys, since we mutually discussed this earlier, a couple months ago, when I think springtime, when we did the warm-up, the shorter version, the warm-up, and I didn't want to disappoint you guys. I didn't want to disappoint me. I'm really trying to balance things. Some days are better than others, but here we are. So bingo is happening. I know I definitely did not do a good job of keeping up on the warm-up. Things got real like crazy town, but again, everything is okay. I am definitely juggling a lot of things. I definitely am still riding very high from the Thriller Fest event, from Thriller Fest. I also noticed I said the word definitely entirely too many times in that video, which was probably super annoying, so sorry about that. I tend to latch onto a word and roll with it, but it has planted a lot of Thriller Fest, put the focus in my brain, where I needed it to be, is having me rethink a lot of things. Not like massive life, I'm gonna go move or something like that, but it's been a long time since I've put, I feel like, outside focus onto things that I want to do with my writing. It's taken up a lot of my brain space and all of that. Anyway, you're here for bingo. You're not here for that. Maybe I'll do a life update video. So here we go. Okay, bingo is happening. Thank you so much for playing, you guys. Let me know if you have questions about any of the prompts, if you are looking for inspiration on any of the prompts, if any of them are giving you a hard time. And I can always pull a pile of books together and talk recommendations. So let me know about that. There is still the final thriller recommendation video is still coming out, which is my dark books. I could have done 50 thriller recommendation videos, and they just keep on coming. So we'll see what happens there. But in the meantime, welcome to Booktrovert Bingo. Whether you are a returning guest, whether you are new to the channel, whether you are new to the challenge, let me know if you're planning to participate. And again, like I said, do what you want with it, have fun with it. There's a link in the box down below to the boards, to the squares. I'm having a Pulp Fiction moment. They are also included in my Bookstagram, and I think that's everything. If I've forgotten anything, you guys will let me know. And until the next time, I will see you guys there. Happy summer, everybody. Happy longest day of the year, although we just missed it. Happy new moon, happy all the things. I hope everyone is enjoying the summertime vibes so far, and I will see you guys very, very soon. All right, thanks everybody. That was a really weird voice. Okay, bye everybody.